I love that song. How's everyone doing today? Boom! What's up, everybody? Your old pal Billy Tucci here. Seeing if I'm working on the restream. Yes, that seems to be working. Through the YouTube. Hello, Gargoyle. Hello, Peter. Oh, thank you. It is a great comic, isn't it? Victor, how are you? Don't know if the Facebook, for some reason, the Facebook is not carrying over to my restream chat. I'm going to have to try it all over again. I'm going to have to download it and reload it up. What's up with that? Let me check Facebook, everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope my audio is coming in okay. Please let me know if it is, because I am restreaming back and forth. Got a little distracted this weekend, so I'm finishing up this, but I did a lot of work from last year. You guys might have noticed of Hannah Dundee. It's one of our levels, one of the sketch levels on for our Zombie Sama Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaigns, and thank each and every one of you. So we're just finishing her up. Okay, I do see I'm live. Excellent. Blevins, yes. Mr. Gibbons, good to see you. How are you guys doing? Let me sit down a little bit here. Good. I'm glad the levels are working. Hope it's not too tinny. I have the microphone closer to my face now. I think that might work a little better. Let me know how the audio is going, guys. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gibbons. Let me know how the audio is working. To my restream friends out there. Got my Zombie Son on Saturday. Oh, a man in lunacy. Thank you so much for supporting us. Yes, last week, I think it was last week, or in the past few weeks, Deb has, with Mike Renzini helping us, has shipped over 900 rewards have gone out. 900 packages went out in the past few weeks. So we are indeed in the home stretch for John Broly and I for Zombie Sama. John came in. We're just waiting. We had a little issue with the printer. We seem to be missing some books. So we are having them printed up, some special editions and all, and that'll be done in the next few weeks. That's a whole nother story. But hey, it is what it is. So thank you all for supporting us through this. We're gearing up for She. We've got a lot of great shows coming up through crowdfunding comics, through my live stream here, which is basically on Facebook and Indiegogo. I want to let you guys know because of we will be keeping up the Facebook live restream chat with YouTube, but we're going to start switching over in the new year. We're going to switch over to strictly to YouTube because it just makes it a lot easier. There's no lag. Let me make sure that I'm on 5G here. Connie Valentina will be and we're gonna have a nice announcement about that. Well, you're hearing it now. Our variant covers are have all come in. We're gonna have lots of great information. I'll be going live every day, streaming every day with crowdfunding comics. Niall Scala has offered to help us with that. He'll be putting together the graphics. I have to shoot the crowdfunding comics video this week. Get that to Kickstarter next week and Indiegogo. And we'll see where we go from there. But things are looking pretty great. I'm so excited. I think you guys are going to love this new book. It's by far the best She story that I've worked on in over 20 years. So really excited about it. Bringing back Anna to her roots. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to bring She back, going through all the old comics, and just revisiting the character, revisiting things, revisiting characters, other characters. And what about this? I remember this, and it's amazing how things come back to you that you really start to remember it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's right. So it's great to see an old friend. So now comes a terrifying part when I'm trying to ink Hannah's face. I don't know if I'm going to do this with a brush or if I should use a pen just because I have more control. And Mark Schultz has drawn her so beautiful, Hannah Dundee, that I don't want to screw it up, which I've done far too many times. But, so this is one of the rewards. We had some commissions, and Guys, all of you, if anybody else has a commission from me, thank you for being patient with me. I just don't like to rush them. And what's good is that once we launch She and I'll be going on daily, I want to start drawing. So a lot of that drawing will be me doing these commissions and all. And that will be a nice little show, I think. There we go. She's so classic, so 50s. Just, again, Mark Schultz is a true master. And just one of the sweetest guys in the industry. If you guys have had the pleasure of meeting Mark, he is brilliant. He is humble, and the guy is just a genius. And like a lot of books, he had put so much work into Xenoxoic Tales that it's kind of tough for him to actually draw the comics now, because it's just so much work he's put into it. And I am looking at my little skull here. But, again, if you guys don't mind joining me for a little bit, let's see how everyone's doing on the Facebook. Let's go to my page. I'm going to go to me, and then I'm going to have to mute it real quick because you might hear a little reverberation. A little echo. There we go. Oh, Mark Wheatley, good to see you. Frankie Messina, good to see you. Ben, it was great seeing you. Yes, it was. Wasn't that a great show? Unfortunately, and much to my heartbreak, Deb and I couldn't make it to the Diversity Comic Con at FIT at my alma mater, which I was dying to go back to school and see it, and I wanted to walk the classes and see if any of my old professors were there still. But we had a problem with my wife's car with her computer, and she had no vehicle. She had no way to get there, so the computer was installed on Thursday. It was actually supposed to. The car has been there for weeks. Actually, this is how crazy this all is with these damn computers with these new cars, or not even that new. It's not even that new. Then they had to test it, and finally we didn't get the car until 3:00, and then we had to go up to New Hampshire for the other show, and by the time we picked the car up. If I had head into Manhattan to try to go to the Diversity Comic Con on a Friday, I wouldn't have got there till 6:00. So I would have missed the show completely. Then we would have had to drive all the way back to New Hampshire. So and that would have been it. And it took us to get to New Hampshire from Connecticut another 3 or 4 hours anyway. So it was an exhausting day. But I called Ramon, and hopefully, Ramon Gill, you will have me back. Because, I love doing comic conventions and all, but this had such a personal, it was so important to me personally, and I missed it. And I'm just so upset. But, hopefully he'll have me back next year, and we'll do something big. We'll bring our whole big display, do the whole thing, and maybe have a nice homecoming for She for her 25th anniversary. But you're working on a Japanese tattoo. Excellent. Excellent. Love to see that. Michael Nedeman. Oh, did you like the ash can, Mike? Yeah, the ash cans started going out as well. Yes, they are full-size ash cans. Our 16-page ash can for She Return of the Warrior. We wanted to have a lot of script notes in there, character designs, seeing the pages as they develop from black and white to roughs from script form, and so it was it's pretty cool. When I come on next week on Crowdfunding Comics, we have some big announcements. We're going to share some of the creative team working along with me on the She book, and I'm very excited about that. Again, I'm just super excited about all of this. This is awesome. What a great time to be a creator, to be a self-publisher again, and I hope you guys support us. It'll be really, really could use your support, and you guys have been wonderful to us so far, and I just can't believe we're bringing She back. It's just so great, man. And someone asked me, so what are you working on? And I'm like, She. And they're like, what else? And I'm like, She. We're getting Zombie Sama out. Zombie Sama 2, Dorm of the Dead will come out next year. And it's enough. I mean, you got to think, if you're going to self-publishing, and those of you who do self-publish, it's a lot of work. Debbie's been down there, killing herself, shipping these things out. And, it was a big lesson learned on about shipping, about fulfilling. But it's possible. You guys can do it. If we learn to do it, you guys can do it. And we had, I think, 1,300 backers for She. And I mean, sorry, for Zombie Sama, I hope we get even more for She, but we'll totally be ready for it. We're going to dedicate the whole other room in there from the studio to fulfilling She. And it's going to be great. We're looking for February to launch, to release the book. So it's going to be a real busy November, December, January. Get that book out. And if not, I think we'll put the date for March. Then we'll launch the next one, which is Shi Hotaru. And but that book will have a nice head start on that book, and that book should ship in 2 months, Hotaru. But we'll see. If not, we'll do it in 3 months. But what a time! What a time indeed. So I'm just doing this little dinosaur here. This little. Let me see if I'm on. Go into my OBS and see if I'm going on. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I know that the lighting's a little weird, but the lighting helps me. So it helps me draw. I need the light to draw. I know it might be a little bit annoying for you guys. I'm going to have to get a new brush. You start getting these little flyers here for your brushes. And I love brush. I think my pencil style, really, since I use the mechanical pencils, is more in tune with, say, a pen. But, man, I just love the brush. I'm not really comfortable with it, playing with hair and things like that, but as I am with the pencil. But, I'm getting it. It's been a while. But it's a lot of fun. I love the dry brush that Mark uses, Mark Schultz. So many great inkers. And I just, gives a real, frisette effect type of thing. And, but, and Hannah Dundee is really one of the most beautiful, strong female characters, or just character itself in general, out there. I mean, she's just a stunner, a true stunner. But she's also, she's tough as nails. Tough as nails. So, there goes my buddy Niall Scala texting me. Okay, I think I'm going to do that nose with a pen, just because I don't want to screw this up. The bow too, maybe. We're going to have a nice waterfall falling back here. So this will be done in a few hours. If I don't finish it today, because it's my father-in-law, Andy's. I believe it's his, let's see, he's born 42, I think. So I think it's his 78th birthday, 77th birthday. So I have an American Legion Riders meeting. Then I'm going to head over to my in-laws for dinner. Then I'll be back here in the studio working away on this while we interview Mitch Breitweiser. Of Red Rooster. Mitch, one of our first guests, and he's got some dynamite news regarding his new publishing venture. He's got Butch Geis working with him. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing what he's doing. For those of you who know Mitch and Betty, they are amongst the sweetest people in the industry, and can't wait to have him on. He's a great buddy, super talented. Both of them are incredible talents. And they come on at 9 p.m. on Crowdfunding Comics with Niall Scala and myself and Frank Amazing. And we hope you guys join us. We hope you guys join us tonight. Debbie's cooking something that smells really good, unless they're heating up some. Let me find my dinosaur. Where's my bloody dinosaur? Eclipse Warlord, hello there. Hello. Let's go to my images. I apologize. I have to find my dinosaur skull so I know what the heck I'm doing. I had this book, People in Poses. Never noticed that you had a chapter in it. Oh, did I? Is that Buddy Scalera's book? I think that is Buddy Scalera's book. Yeah, it was about using reference in models and stuff like that. Yeah, Buddy's one of the greats. I think Buddy was the first person ever to interview me in comics. So I hope he, I hope I came off sounding pretty A-OK in that book, and I had helped you. For the important things out there, Baghdadi, slain, blew himself up, that cowardly bastard. Took 2 of his children with him. Way to go. But he's gone. Well done to our Delta troops, our Delta Force, U.S. Army Delta Force troops. Well done. No serious U.S. casualties. Huge raid. Amazing what happened in that raid. Of our troops taking fire, coming in, and just what a battle. Huge battle. far bigger than anyone thought it would be, or that we could muster in that region, and took his ass out, and the world is a little safer. And I love that they named it Operation Kayla off of our American missionary who was repeatedly raped by him, that monster son of a gun. And also, you guys saw the New York Post said a store religious scholar and head of Islamic State dies. You know, the Washington Post. Yeah, how about that? For a nice faux pas. But well done, President Trump. Well done to our men and women in service uniform. And it's a great day to be American. It's a great day for the free world. And for those who love freedom. And bam. Pretty great. So I'm doing the skull. I have a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull that I'm drawing from. And this is an example of some of the commissions. I know I owe some other commissions. I think I might owe 10 commissions. But all you guys have been great. I am doing them. I just don't like to rush them. I don't feel comfortable, going half-ass. I want to try to make all my commissions almost like a cover, almost a cover quality. So that's what this one is. I have to do Ernest Krieger's. I have to do Brian Blevens's. So I will have both of yours done in the next few weeks. And just thanks, guys. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are great friends. You guys have become great friends. You've become like family, actually. And I promise not to let you down. Plus a couple of other commissions I owe. And I'm doing them. They're all being done. And if it's okay, you guys will watch me do them. So that's that. It's a great honor when somebody asks you to do them something, personally for them. And I know, I'm not the best. There's some guys who are just terrific artists, but I will do my best, my friends, and I promise not to let you down. Not to let you down. So, Dennis Seidenberg, retired. So he's a defenseman for the New York Islanders, 38 years old, 39 years old. And my New York Islanders have won 7 games in a row, hottest team in the NHL. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Pittsburgh. Time we got 5:41, plenty of time. We'll go for another 20 minutes or so. And play with this. I want to ink her face. Let me see what I can do with the lips. It's so funny because it's usually the first thing you draw is the head and the the face, but when you get to inking it, you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to screw it up because it is really. But I'm gonna get a brush. I'm gonna get a pen and let's do that. You guys watch me do her face with the pen. So let me have a good micron somewhere. That's what I want to use, the micron. Let's find that. Let's put this right here. Her eyes do look nice and bright, though, as a micron. Here's some microns. Micron brush. 02. No, not the brush, not the 02. I'll see what condition the 02 is, because this is a permanent marker. Jim Lee uses microns, so they're good enough for Jim Lee. They're probably George. They're good enough for me. Yeah, Mark does that great. Frazetta knows. Oh, not so bad. She is. this away. Get my little 005 and let's add some more. Get our eyes a little. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's see if the light works better. A little bit better. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. Again, the angle isn't exactly the same, exactly right. You get the idea. A lot of detail in Hannah Dundee. Lots of detail. All this, all the for her bows, her arrows, her pistol, her arrows. Got to draw her bow next. But well, I like it. I like her. Yeah, let's get back to the brush now. Start working on my dinosaur. Let me see if anyone's asking any questions. Santos! Meeting 8... Yes, I know 1830, buddy. I'm going to be heading out now. Want to thank all the fans here. Hector, if you guys see this, this is from the comic book fans. You guys have raised all this money. Let's see. There you go. So we're bringing this money to the American Legion. Thank you, comic fans. You guys are awesome. So, it's going to be you guys are amazing. The support you guys have shown our veterans. I don't know how much you guys have raised, but it's in the thousands. And I thank you all for your generosity. For those who know, I don't charge for signatures. I am not adverse to it, to someone who does. But if I could raise a little money for our heroes, you know, that's really where my heart lies. And you guys have done some great work with your generosity towards veterans, and it all goes to a great cause. And what I love about the American Legion is that all the money they raise goes to veterans, all the money. So it's I just want to thank each and every one of you guys who have contributed, who have have walked by and had that little bucket. You put $1 in the bucket, and I know it's just $1, but you know what? You get 500 people, that's $500, and that's a lot of money. So once again, thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for supporting our veterans. I mean, they really are our greatest national treasure, and they should be honored and appreciative. And it's terrible of what has happened to so many of them. You got of course you have older veterans. There's still some World War II veterans. You've got which we call veterans. You've got to see how many of them are actually young people, and they need help. And if we can help them in any way possible, the American Legion, the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, it's great. And again, thank each and every one of you for all your support these past couple of years. You guys are amazing. So, and we have a meeting today. So I'm going to go to my American Legion Writers meeting today. Drop off some money, plan for Veterans Day, see what we got going on, and goo-goo-ka-choo. Keep it going. Hey, like my lingo, goo-goo-ka-choo. Tomorrow we will return with some more jokes. I know you guys have been missing my jokes. I know you love to hear them. I think we'll do an episode called All on Covers for the new She book, and we'll start featuring all the covers of our guest artists. A couple by me. I've got to do one. I did the rough for those of you who got the Ashcan. you'll see the rough on the last page on page 16 is the rough of the cover. And I got to do that this week. I will do that cover, and we'll get that out to everybody. And maybe you guys will watch me draw it, and which would be fun if you guys don't mind. And maybe I'll just do a time lapse or something, because it is it's gonna take me a while to do it. So maybe I'll do a time lapse and then just post it drawing she, or finishing it up. In the meantime, I'm doing Hannah Dundee atop a dinosaur skull, T-Rex skull. I've got 3 great shows this week. Tonight, again, on Crowdfunding Comics at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Mitch Breitweiser. Hopefully, Betty Elizabeth will join us as well on the show, talking about Red Rooster and his new publishing endeavor that he has going on. Tomorrow, we have Anthony Marks, my friend Anthony Marks, who, excuse me, Anthony is a hero in the comics industry. Anthony, purchased the Kubert School from the Kubert family, so he is taking that to new levels of greatness. So Anthony will be our he's an amazing artist in his own right, creator in his own right, Anthony, and he's just one of the best guys in comics. He really is. He's got a great comic book store, Dewey's in New Jersey. I think he's in Morristown, New Jersey. So we're looking forward to seeing Anthony tomorrow, and then Wednesday for Halloween, Niall Scala, Frank Amazing, and myself, we've got a very, very special Halloween paranormal episode, and that's going to be a lot of fun. That show goes tonight's show, tomorrow's show are at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Next week's show, though, will be, I'm sorry, not next week. Our Wednesday show for Halloween, I believe, will be 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be, you're not going to want to miss that one. That's all about the paranormal. We might or might not have some paranormal TV stars and comic stars on. People who know the paranormal, have experience, who do work in it. So that's real exciting. And that's something that Niall and Frank Amazing and myself, we just love. Being someone who lives in a haunted house, we can have some cool ghost stories, and maybe we'll get some cocoa or something and talk ghost stories. So that is Wednesday. Wednesday, because Thursday's Halloween, and then Friday morning we are leaving, Deborah and I, to the Tucson Comic-Con. So we're looking forward to that. And your old pal Billy Tucci, teen sensation Bill Tucci, is in the home stretch of comic conventions. He just has, after that, for 2019, we have the WinterCon, which I believe is the 18th and 19th. I think that's the date. Or 22nd. No, I'm sorry, the 22nd. The 22nd and 23rd, I believe, of November. And then on December 16th, we have the Big Apple Comic-Con, which is really cool because the Big Apple show will deal with, it looks like we're going to have A Child is Born, my comic, A Child is Born, will be a giveaway to everyone who comes in. So the first 1,500 people or so who come to the show will get A Child is Born, a free special edition Big Apple Comics A Child is Born Christmas comic. And it will be on the 16th of December. And looking forward to seeing everyone there for that. So that is that. So, all right, here's our T-Rex coming along. Billy, do you shoot longbow? No, Robert, I do not have a shoot a longbow. I have a recurve bow, but and that's my goal, is to hunt with that. But right now I use my Struther Infinity. And if you guys, I can make videos of me bow hunting if you guys want to see that. I don't know, some of you people might not want to see it, but yeah, I have a recurve that I've shot, but I haven't hunted with it yet. Just because when you bow hunt, you really want to make the most humane kill possible. I know that may sound like an oxymoron to some people, but if you ever seen a wolf kill or a lion kill or a cat kill or, it's brutal. What we try to do as bow hunters is to make the most humane shot, as humanly possible. You pass up shots, a lot of shots, because you just don't have the shot that if you had a rifle or a shotgun or something, you'd be able to do. But no, I use my bow is a Struther Infinity. It's actually pretty old now. It's it's fast as hell. But my bow is 2011. I think it's from 2011. And but it's a beast. Shoots over 300 feet per second. I've got a pulley system with it. I can show it to you. It's actually, if you guys want to see my bow, hang on. Let me go into OBS so I can do this. Oh, I didn't turn my backdrop on. Let's hit my little Naruma. Here you go. So if I do this, you guys can see my bow. Hang on. There's my bow. That's my bow. So, and I love bow hunting, man. I love getting out. Actually, I think of a lot of stories, get a lot of work done, actually, when I'm sitting in the tree stand. Sometimes it's not the smartest thing to do because I've had deer walk up on me when I'm actually, writing things down in my moleskin journal, doing cover sketches and all, and I got to put it all away. But, it's great. It's very therapeutic for me. And it's one of my great joys in life, one of my great passions. I guess you could say hockey, art and bow hunting. So, big ass neck bone here with a T-Rex. I'll go in with white later on. Erase this, confusing me. There's nice foliage in front. Gonna have to make that darker and bring it out more to the forefront. Supposed to have this done last week. I thought I was gonna finish it Friday. But all this crap with the car and, with the campaign, with the books and all, and you're like, get it done today. So I'll finish it today, or first thing in the morning and mail it out tomorrow. But, these big commissions, you get a little nervous because someone spends so much money on it. This is a $650 commission. You want them to, you want to give them their money's worth. That's 5:57, which means at 6 I will be heading out. We'll get that little... It's a nice day to ride the motorcycle. It's beautiful out here. I'd love to get this colored. How we did it was that it ends with a huge Halloween party, but the show actually is the show runs from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's it, a one-day show. And we all closed up except for Amanda, of course. Amanda Connor was there. Amanda's still working away. Until like 4. But it was a great convention. Great. And thank you, Randy, for having Deb and I. We appreciate it and look forward to coming back next year. But I got to meet Sean Murphy. I never met him before. I love his art and his writing, too. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his. And when I saw him, and I'm like, hey, and I'm like, and I saw him, and I knew what he looked like. And I'm like, you are awesome. And he's just what a great, humble, brilliant chap. And a great conversation about comics, about the state of the industry. Love to have him on Crowdfunding Comics. But just what a brilliant brilliant creator. Great guy. And it was fun hanging out with him. And of course, Jimmy and Amanda and Frank Thierry and Mike Cho. Man, we just had a great time. What a great show. So, anyway, so I'm going to leave this here. This dinosaur. How do I do it so you guys can see him? There you go. There's Hannah. For the most part, you know, a few more hours. Maybe another 2 hours. The waterfall won't take me long. Will be pretty fast. So I'm going to put a waterfall there. And I'll put a nice little sun behind her. And the nice sparkling waterfall with all kinds of cool jungle foliage. And we'll do that. We'll finish that tonight. We'll finish it tomorrow. And but until then, everybody, thank you all for your support. Anyone out there, I got to ask a question. How is my audio levels? Are my audio levels good? Robert Gibbons, you're a Panama vet for Operation Just Cause? Wow, I salute you, sir. Thank you for your service, man. Thank you, and I'm glad you're here, buddy. Wow, I wish I had seen that earlier. You know, I mean, what an operation, you know, you guys did. Incredible with Noriega. I think it was what, if my memory serves me correctly, it was thank you, Rob. It was, December 21st, 89? So, thank you for that, for your service, man. What an honor, and I'd love to hear those stories someday. You know, I'd love to have you on. Maybe we can even do something for Veterans Day and maybe that's what we could do for Veterans Day, which is coming up. But even if we don't do it on Veterans Day, because Veterans Day is a Sunday, right? No, it's Monday. Maybe for Veterans Day evening, we can have a show, and we could just talk about maybe even, you know, war comics and how it deals with veterans and comic book veterans and things like that. That could be something pretty cool. So I'll talk to Niall about that. I'll see the schedule if he's scheduled so far ahead. But that would be something I'd love to do. So. Thank you for your service, Robert Gibbons. You're an American hero, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're safe. And as for that, I am out of here, guys. Thank you for joining me for this little trip down Xenoxoic Tales Way. There she is. You guys can see her. She's coming along. Again, the angle's off. She's a lot prettier. You know, it's kind of weird, like I said, the way this is. Maybe you do things backwards, but she's pretty. So she's coming along. All right, so if you guys want to join me tonight or tomorrow, well, join us tonight for Mitch Breitweiser on Crowdfunding Comics. Again, thank you everyone who came to the Southern New Hampshire Comic Bash. Thank you guys for joining me today. And until then, tally-ho. Pull out a little bit. And I'll see you guys later, all right? Crowdfunding Comics YouTube channel, Mitch Breitweiser. All right, talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye. So let's shut it off.